Hi there, welcome back. Here I am with another lesson, demand segmentation. So, this is always an ringing question in the mind of forecasting analysts, demand planners that, hey Akshay, I have thousands of SKUs, thousands of product which in my portfolio to forecast. And after the forecast is generated, I don't have time to go through all of them, right? So, is there any way where I can organize my effort? So, there is a good news for all of you. There is something called as demand segmentation. What is demand segmentation? Like in inventory, we have ABC classification to prioritize the product to have inventory. The same way, in forecasting, we have demand segmentation where we classify the products based upon two categories. First is how variable the product is. Second is the volume. In some cases, instead of volume, they also use the value. These are the cases where value and volume is not directly proportional. There are products whose volume is less but the value is high, and there can be product whose volume is more but value is less. So in such cases they may have different factors. Instead of volume they may use value, but in most of the cases, on an average, whenever the volume increase, the value also increase. So generally these two criteria are taken to classify this segmentation ABCD. So let me just first show you the classification. So on the top you see the classification. So any product which is high volume and it has low variability. So variability you can consider as an opposite to how accurate the product is. If a product is highly accurate, it has low variability, right? If it's highly variable, then its accuracy is low. So here you see classification. If any product which has a high volume and it has low variability, then it is classified as A. And if a product which has high volume, high variability, then it is classified as B. Low volume, low variability, it is C. Low volume, high variability, it's D. So generally, this is the classification how it is done in most of the organization. Now here I have one graph which visually shows what are these categories. So on the left hand side top quadrant, which you see high volume low variability, which is the A, these are the products which are the high runners. These are the product which are most running or most sold product of the organization. These are high runners and the variability, they are easily forecastable, they have longer life cycle, and that's why they are predictable as well. Then there is B category, which is high volume and high variability. These are most of the times seasonal items, promotion based, short life cycle. It's highly variable, and this is what is the second category, which is high volume high variability. Then coming to the third category, which is low volume low variability. These are the consistent low runners. These also have longer life cycles, they are also predictable. Then at the end there is the low volume and highly variable product. These are special products, customized, sometimes they may have high margins. So on the left side I have taken a sample data where I have list of SKUs or products of around 15 SKUs I have taken, and I have roughly taken some sales data for each of them and how much accurate they are. This is the accuracy which we are getting on an average for them. Then I have classified them as high volume low volume. So this high volume low volume classification would depend organization to organization. So here as a reference sake I have taken $500 as a point to differentiate between high volume and low volume. So here if you come to the formula, you see anything above 500 is high volume and below that is low volume. So this is the volume category. Then there is accuracy category or variability category. So anything that has forecast accuracy less than 70%, that is high variable, right? And if an accuracy is greater than 70, then it is low variability. So based upon the combination, here you can do the concat, and with the help of concat you can combine these two. The concat function will combine these two and will give you this output. And from this I have taken just a VLOOKUP for this from here. So if I do the VLOOKUP, you see high variability, this is captured from here. So here also I have taken concat. This concat would combine these two and give an output here. So this is the way if you want to VLOOKUP any function which depends upon two another functions, then in such cases you use concat Excel function. So after doing this, once you have done this, you can have your classifications. So your first priority should be high volume. So where should a demand planner should put his efforts? So the topmost priority would be an A segment product. So A segment product are the ones which are high volume and low variability. So these should be the product. Our process should be such that without much interference, the accuracy is high. The stat models are good enough to give good accuracy. So here the demand planner should not put much effort to enrich the stat output. Then there is the B category. So this is the category where the volume is high and you see high variability also in terms of forecast. So this is maximum effort any analyst, any stat analyst or demand planner should put to make this product as much as predictable as possible, because these are high volume. Any gaps or any errors in variability or in accuracy would lead to huge implication down the line in the supply chain. Then the least efforts can be put into C, A and D category, because these are the low volume ones. So in that you have to put the least effort. So this was basically the demand segmentation, to have an organized effort, structured effort for different product families, different SKUs, and to know that which segment is performing how, where you need to put your most of the time. So this is it for demand segmentation. Thank you and have a great day ahead.